Now you guys all love the carpet in your RV, right? Well, we didn't like ours very much. So in this episode, we're continuing the RV renovation, and we're gonna go over how we replaced the disgusting old RV carpet with a vinyl woven matting, very similar to the ones we saw at some of the newer RVs, the new models when we went to the RV show a few months back. So stick around and we'll walk you through the process. And on top of that, we're also getting into installing the countertops, installing the sink, finishing up the cabinetry and things like that. So it's going to be a great show. Stick around. Okay, so update on day 26. We are continuing with staining the countertops, and we started painting the doors for one of the cabinets that you can see behind me. But today we're also going to get into cutting the flooring for the slide. So we tore out the old gross carpet, and we wanted something that would be very durable, but look good. And we didn't like carpet. Carpet in an RV is just really hard to keep clean, and it kind of looks ugly. So you'll see what we've gone with is a luxury vinyl floor matting. We saw it at the RV show in some of the newer models, and we liked it, so we hunted it down online and we got some to install in our camper. Okay, now since we are replacing the carpet with this new luxury vinyl flooring, we're able to use the old carpet as a template. So one of the first things we're gonna do is clear off the driveway, have a nice clean surface, and we're gonna lay out the new flooring and then lay the old carpet on top of it as a template, and we'll go cutting around that template. So just want to give you a little bit of a close-up. The material is a vinyl with a felt backer, and it's marine grade, so certainly good for an RV because it'll sweep up real easily, and durable, will keep up with the wear and tear of kids and a dog in an RV. And this is just for our slide. We have flooring on the rest of the RV. Okay, so what we've done here is we have laid out the old tan carpeting on top of the new gray vinyl floor matting. And we will now, basically we're gonna cut about an inch wider than the carpet templates so that we can do the final cuts as we're installing it and trim off any excess. Okay, so after we've traced the pattern, we're gonna cut. And you want to have a brand new, very sharp blade in your razor. This stuff will cut pretty well, but you want to make sure that blade is sharp. A dull blade will kind of tear it. And then you want to put a board under it to help cut along the surface. So we'll be cutting this with a razor blade, and you want to have the good side of the material facing up. The way it's facing now, you can see the good side is facing up. The felt matting is down. Okay, so we are measuring out about a 1-inch excess beyond the carpet template, and then tracing our lines to cut. And I'm trying to preserve the factory cut. The edges of the rolls are factory cut, and where that's gonna be the edge of the new flooring, I wanna keep that. So the parts that go into the wall or into the sidewalls, we can trim later, but I'm going to try to use the parts that go along the edge of our slide and come up against our normal flooring. Those I'm going to use the factory cut as much as possible. Okay, so we are continuing with the flooring today, and our flooring is going to go here on the slide, and it overlaps just a little bit into the main area of the living space. So before we start rolling out the flooring, we do just really clean that surface off. So sweep it, vacuum it, get it as clean as we can. Then we'll kind of lay out the flooring and make sure it's going to fit well, trim, and then we can start putting down the adhesive. So this piece is of like a flap that goes on the inside of the slide, on the camper side, and we cut it. We're rough fitting it. We're gonna have to get our razor and just cut it back a little bit, which we knew we would. We purposefully cut it a little larger so that we have room to work once we got it in here. Once we have it cut pretty close, we'll go ahead and glue it down and then finish cut it. But so far looking pretty good. Okay, so on the Butcherblock, we cut out the hole for our sink.
Can't see your face.
And we're gonna try now dry fitting the sink in that hole based on the manufacturer's method, and it looks pretty good. We'll center it up, but we went with a black stainless sink, one sink, not two, for what we've had the camper over a year and doing dishes and things. We wanted a nice deep sink, and this one does that for us, and we really like the look. So hole worked, sink looks great in there, and we will get to sanding and staining this countertop. We got our Butcherblock countertops one coat of stain today. We're gonna let it go overnight and see if the color is right for what we're trying to do. And then also the plywood countertop, which we're doing for the bathroom. Again, we'll give it overnight and come back tomorrow and see how we like the color. Okay folks, day 27 of the build. Lots of odds and ends today. In the back room here, we just put outlets in. We had the old outlets, they were in that almond color, and all we did is just spray painted them. We put the air conditioning vent covers back, same thing, we spray painted them. Got white spray paint, outlets, just getting things ready. Mary Kate spent a lot of time cleaning up the window frames because they just got dusty with the construction and with life. So that's the update in the back room. Bathroom, this vent cover we painted to lighten it up. We got to finish this outlet. We painted up the switch, so the bathroom coming along. In the main area here, some cosmetic things that look really nice. We're happy with that. New cabinet doors. On both sides we used like a caning or a webbing. Again, outlets went in. Overhead, the speakers for the stereo system, the vent covers, that's all coming back in, the air conditioning cover, more outlets. And then the big thing out in the camper today was this. We have the entertainment center wall is going to be kind of a fixture piece for the whole living room, and it's done in a kind of an iron ore or a charcoal cover. We're very happy with that one. And then finally in the front bedroom, just outlet covers, air conditioning vent covers, kind of putting finishing touches on while the camper's here. Okay, update from day 28. Another good day. We got the flooring in on the slide. That was a big thing. We're very happy with the way it turned out. And we got a couple of doors on the pantry as well. And then we also, we've been polyurethaning the countertops for the kitchen and the bathroom. So we put in some of this additional support. We shored up the cabinetry a bit and put some more supports in just to make things a little stronger. And we're all prepped to put the countertops in. So day 28, there's your update. Okay, so we are getting ready to put the sink into the kitchen counter, and to make life a little easier, I've actually attached the faucet on the sink before putting the sink in, and that's just because there's not a lot of room. So I'm gonna attach the faucet couplings there to the red and blue PEX as we get ready to set the sink in. So it'll be a last minute attaching them here and then dropping the sink in. We'll put, we're using this marine fast cure adhesive to hold the sink down because it's a drop-in sink, but it doesn't have any clips. So I'll put a bead of this all the way around, drop the sink onto it, make sure it's squared up, and then we will finish up with some Dynaflex clear around the outside to get a good seal, and we'll use the same Dynaflex around the corners or the edges where the countertop meets the wall. Okay, the sink is in. I don't think we got it on camera, but we had a little bit of a panic. That marine fast set adhesive, wow, is it fast set. And we had to kind of do a rush cleanup where it spilled out over the edges of the sink. We had to really work. We used WD-40 actually because that could break down the marine cleaner. Mary Kate jumped into action and the kids helped us, and we got the countertop all cleaned up. But just so you know, if you use that marine cleaner, marine fast set adhesive, you don't need to use a lot, and maybe you could put it on the sink rather than on the countertop, but be prepared to rush to clean it up. All right, so day 29, here's your update. We got the bathroom countertop in, and we roughed in for the faucet and the sink, and then we'll have to finish up plumbing the sink, drain, and faucet tomorrow. And then, of course, on to the kitchen. All right, day 29. We all worked today to get this kitchen counter in. So that went in, then the sink got installed and the faucet, and the counter, we still need to do like the silicone bead around the sink and around the counter, as well as we have to get down here and connect the drain. The drawers are in, the stove is in. We also got this cool Butcherblock cover for the stove, but the stove is mounted today, so we're putting the kitchen back together. Day 29, pretty good progress. Feels like a good day. Hey, if you found this video helpful, be sure to subscribe to our channel. We're in the middle of this RV renovation right now, but as soon as we're done, we're going to be back out on the road, going out to national parks, going to cities, seeing new things, and having adventures with the family. So be sure to hit that subscribe button.
My own web show, my own web show. Everybody wanna know my own web show, my own web show, my own web show. How will it go? My own web show, my own web show, my own web show. Everybody wanna know my